They say motherhood is a journey, but let's be honest, sometimes it feels more like a roller coaster with no seatbelt. I bet you're like me, wondering why babies, or teens in my case, don't come with instruction manuals. Welcome to This Incredible Mom Life, the podcast that celebrates the beautiful chaos, quiet wins, messy moments, and everyday miracles of being a mom. I'm your host, Dummy, wellness coach, mom of 3 boys, and a passionate believer that you don't have to live at the mercy of PMS, burnout, or exhaustion. Join me every week as we hear the craziest and most unbelievable mom stories. I'll be sharing the huge accomplishments and triumphs of both our moms and their kids. We'll giggle, cheer on the kids, and discuss obstacles and lessons learned along the way. If you are struggling to be the best mom you can be, how open-minded are you to booking a free call with me? You don't have to live at the mercy of your cycle, and you definitely don't have to do it alone. Give yourself permission to let me be part of your support system. I believe that you weren't meant to just survive motherhood. You were meant to thrive in it. Hello, we are back again for another episode of This Incredible Mom Life. I have yet another supermom guest with me today. For 30 years, Self-Care University OK has remained a nurse-founded women's wellness education company dedicated to helping women age with strength, clarity, and confidence. Led by Connie Street, BSN RN, she combines hormone and genetic testing, evidence-based education, and non-toxic lifestyle solutions to create truly personalized care. In addition to clinical guidance and coaching, she curates hormone-friendly products, including clean skincare and OEKO-TEX certified textiles, because what touches the body matters just as much as what goes in it. Her work bridges the gap between conventional healthcare and everyday living, empowering women to make informed, proactive choices for lifelong wellness. Thank you, Connie, for taking time out of your busy day to be here with me.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to meet all of your viewers.
Wonderful. Well, share who you were a mom to.
I'm a mom to 2 boys. One's 10 and one is 13.
10 and 13. So you got a teenager and a tween almost, right?
I
Yes.
very much have there's a lot of testosterone in the house. I'm
Yes.
the
I
only
have
major estrogen source.
yes, I have 3 boys, so I know exactly where you're coming from. All right, well, share a story.
Oh gosh, this is the one that just always keeps coming up in my mind. So raise your hand if you're potty training or if you've ever potty trained a boy. So just so you know, whenever my kids went to home daycare, she said, whatever you send your kids to daycare in, that's what they're going to go home in. So we chose underwear because we were potty training. We didn't want to stay in diapers. Well, there was an accident and the accident had some residue in it. So I thought I would be the frugal mom that I was. Those are really expensive training pants, right? So I used the potty water to clean them, just to kind of add a little fresh water. I flushed the underwear, the expensive underwear in the toilet. So I called a plumber and it cost me $75 to get the plumber out to get those underwear out. And sure enough, I put them in the wash and we've reused them the whole time he was potty training.
That's a new one. I've never heard that before.
I'm resilient and I want to save money. And those were really, I really needed those. They came in a pack of 4, so we needed them.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm sure the kids have thrown lots of things down the toilet and gotten them stuck in there, but I've never heard of this story. So, um, I wonder if there's another mom out there who has a similar experience, DM us on social media. Let us know because we'd love to hear it.
We love a good potty training story because we can all have a good chuckle. So no one's alone.
No one is alone, and it's a truly humbling experience.
It is until you've been had a blowout all the way to whenever they're 2, 3, 4, you just know that the gross stuff is just normal. It's not going to be forever.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Was that your first son or your second one?
Oh yeah, that was the first son, and I did not make I didn't make the same mistake with the second one because I feel like I was a seasoned professional, and I we still use those same underwear to potty train our second child. I told you, those are such industrial strength underwear. They were so powerful, and no, they had no stains.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
And there you have it.
There you have it. Yes, that was the one thing I don't think we passed down from son to son because they were just like ripped and torn by the time the next one was ready for it. So I mean they wore all the sweatshirts and t-shirts and jeans, but by the time the underwear was trying to move, it was like, no, this one's ripping, this one's whatever, the elastic's not working. So all right, well, at least we've learned how to save money and save the planet, I guess, a little
Pay
bit
me
with
for
your
more
story.
tips.
That's right. So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So my name is Connie and I'm a registered nurse, but before that, I have loved the world of holistic wellness, naturopathy, apothecary, different things of that nature. But the one thing that I've always been is I've always been a provider that's thought outside of the prescription bottle. Because to me, I really think if it was there naturally and if it's always been a great, reliable source, I mean, I really think that that is a wonderful first step. And I think that could be approved by any provider, even if they're licensed or not. I think that's a wonderful place to start is what's naturally and bioavailable for the body. And that is how I run my business.
Nice. So I talk about things called hormone disruptors that affect our hormones and different systems in the body. So can you just describe what a hormone disruptor is?
Yes. So you have an endocrine system, and your endocrine system is all over your entire body, and it's telling your body what to do. Well, when you have something that's called an endocrine disruptor or a hormone disruptor, things can go haywire. Things that didn't used to bother you now bother you, whether it's a fabric or a material or a solution or a spray. And you're like, why am I so upset? Why am I so angry? Why am I breaking out in a rash? Why does my stomach hurt? Why does my head hurt? And most people would say, well, this never used to happen before. Well, if anything, when something is disrupted once, it's kind of like, but over time, if it's continually disrupted, you're going to start to see outwardly effects because your body is so brilliant that it's going to tell you, excuse me, we need help.
Yeah, your body talks to you. Your symptoms are messages, right? They're not just something that we should ignore. So we should definitely look into them for sure. Nice. Can you share with us some examples of what hormone disruptors are?
I would love to. And I will tell you, you probably have them in your purse. You probably have them in your, I call it your supplement pantry, right? You may have them underneath your sink. It's available everywhere. It's very easy to find them. But what most people don't know is the room spray that you could be using, although it had a beautiful commercial and the scent is gorgeous. You're like, this gardenia spray smells so good because my house is full of boys. And you're like, anything but peppermint, please. Just to be mindful that the ingredient deck is what I ask my clients to look at and to start their research there.
Nice. Are there specific things that you're looking at in the ingredients list?
I am. I will tell you, if it's not a flower like lavendula, blah blah blah, that's lavender, right? I used to think, oh my gosh, what's lavendula? But then whenever but this is 30 years of training now. I've trained my brain to look at things. Polyethyl glycol, what is that? Do I want polyethyl glycol on my skin, in my body? Is that something I want to drink? Is that something I want topically on me? What are those long ingredients? Acetyl alcohol or perfume or parfume that could have 100 different toxins in it with just the word parfume or perfume. And that right there should automatically be like, what is the perfume? What is that? Why do I have a headache? Why does my stomach hurt? All I did was buy this cleaning product that is supposed to change my shower from all those little hard water stains, and it's supposed to make it amazing. That's the only thing that I've changed. Okay, do your homework. If you stopped that for 30 days, and you took a look at your body and said, oh my gosh, that was the one thing I changed, that's probably a no go. And maybe something a bit more natural would be best.
Yeah, I know for sure anything with a fragrance we avoid. We have all the unscented products in our house for laundry detergent and dish soap and all of that as much as I can get unscented because I know the fragrances are a big disruptor. Are there specific symptoms that somebody would feel, or is it more like a generalized feeling off?
So when my clients approach me, because I do hormone coaching and I appreciate that, they'll tell me I've had three miscarriages so far and I don't know what's going on. Well, let's have a conversation because that right there, a red flag. Or my allergies. I never used to have allergies, but I now have allergies. I now have where my sinuses are draining. Or, I never used to be constipated and now I'm constipated. Or the opposite. Now all of a sudden things are free flowing. What in the world happened to my body? Remember, we're talking about things that should be bioavailable, which should be like your body just says, oh, we know what to do with this. We're going to put that in there. And then we're going to send things out, and your body's just going to be so normal. But when things are disrupted, we could have headache. Next thing you know, we're going to see our provider for a headache. They're giving us a prescription for something that could have been prevented because you can continue to have a headache using those products. You'll be on prescriptions for years when maybe we could have stopped that hormone disruptive product use and gone with something more natural.
Right. And this is found in cleaning products, right? It's found in makeup. I know I'm on a quest to find cleaner products for makeup and things. It's found in personal care products, right? Soap and deodorant and things. Um, and it's even found in textiles, right? So talk about that.
So one textile appreciate is it's OEKO-TEX. So OEKO and then dash TEX. It's a specific certification. Ooh, but so what I will tell you, I know, shaky. So what I'll tell you is when you see that certification, that could also only mean that the sewing material was certified. No way, baby. This is where everything that's touching the body. That's what's so important. What's touching your body? What's pressing up against your skin? What's pressing up against your baby's skin? Okay. So when it is certified non-toxic, just to be mindful, it costs $300 for 1 yard and an entire spool to be checked for no toxins. No toxins in the dye, no toxins in the fabric. There are a list of toxic fabrics that it is saying, nope, this does not contain that. And it is OEKO-TEX certified, or there's JOTS certification. I only work with those. It's got to be bamboo, it's got to be cotton, it's got to be natural products. I love working with alpaca wool. Those are another one of my favorites. Well, for one, these actually keep you cool in the summer and can keep you warm in the winter because that's just what these natural products do. But when you have synthetic ones, you might find yourself sweating and you're upset and you don't even realize that once you put that fabric in the dryer of the non-certified product, you put it in the dryer and you just released all those toxins and you're snuggled up with it. This isn't to create fear. This is to create motivation to know, read your labels, read your ingredient decks, know what you're putting next to your baby, next to you. Why do you have sensitive skin? Who has sensitive skin? It's just skin, and it's meant to be, and it's designed to be treated a specific way.
Wow. Yeah. I guess it's just everywhere and you have to be
It
mindful of it.
it does not have to be everywhere. It's just so convenient, and they can charge a lower price because you
Mm.
can actually mass produce it, where it takes a hot minute to get the wool from the alpaca or the sheep and different things like that, or cotton to grow. To me, it's kind of like, be patient. Back in
Yeah.
the day, even whenever I was growing up, I didn't have a closet full of clothes. These days, we have a closet full of clothes, which is great. But when you step into your closet, what's in that fabric? What's going on?
Mm. So for the mom who has maybe never even heard about this, or it's, brand new information, what are some tips for her to get started on a low toxin lifestyle?
Well, for one, find someone who's a naturopath. I'll tell you, whether it's your provider, whether it's, I'm not a fan of crowdsourcing. So crowdsourcing is when someone goes into social media and says, I'm sweating and I know about this hormone replacement therapy I don't want to be on. And these are common people who are asking common people for resources that aren't even in their credentials. So this is what I'm saying to the everyday mom. I'm an everyday mom, okay, but I've got credentials. But please hear us out when we say we're available. Ask us offline, send us an email, and ask us those questions. We will show you in that ingredient deck our red flags. It's up to you. You have autonomy. You are able to make your own decisions, but just be mindful to read labels. Everyone's got AI. Take a photo of it, pop it into AI, and say what is a hormone disruptor. But when it comes to products and ingredients and things that are made natural, natural is best. If it's unrefined coconut oil, if it is jojoba oil, grapeseed, those there's so many things I could tell you about. Essential oils, I could talk all day long. There are some that are not third party tested. There are some that are third party tested. You can ask your provider or ask them, is this third party tested? Ask questions. It'll
Right.
save you a lot of time and money for sure in the long run.
Yep. So start reading labels, checking labels, and work with an expert.
That should be number one. Do not crowdsource, because they know what they know and what they were told by their doctor regarding the thing that they had going on. We are not 100% the same, right?
Right.
You don't eat like I eat. I don't drink like you drink. I don't have the same side effects as you, because it could be something completely different. And someone sharing with you what to do, that can be dangerous. It can be very dangerous.
Now, our hormones change in perimenopause. So do these products make those changes worse?
Well, so when you're in perimenopause, that's around like age 20 to just, near 50, unless you had a surgery that surgically puts you into menopause. The one thing that I would tell you, this is not the time to mess around with iffy products. You are in your fertile phase, you are in you're still maturing, you're a mom, you're active, you're going, you're doing. This is not the time to risk it. This is the time to stay focused, stay healthy, do what's best. Ingredient, become an ingredients junkie where you already know what is super best. I feel like I forgot your perimenopause. So when you are post-menopause, you can still have hormone disruptors. You still have your estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone, very much so. But when you're in that perimenopause phase, people are going to pounce on you. Those links of those MLMs are going to come flying your way. They are, because you're so susceptible, because you are literally crying out for help when you need someone who knows what they're talking about instead of their situation, and they're impressing it upon you. I hope that answered your question, because that's the truth.
Yeah. Now you have a free guide for women in perimenopause. So talk a little bit about that.
I do. I have 3 free guides, and they're all in the same link. So you choose where you're at. So perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause. Goodness gracious, we don't come with an instruction manual, but this sure is close. Okay. There's no product referrals in there. It's just great basic information for some starting points of discussions to have with your doctor. Because you might notice, oh my goodness, I didn't know this was normal in perimenopause. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be normal in perimenopause? I'm not there yet. Let me have a discussion with my provider. Or menopause. I have a lot of women say, oh, I'm in menopause, but I'm still having a menstrual cycle. And I'm like, okay, so, no judging. Or they say, oh, thank goodness, I'm postmenopause and I never have to worry about any of that stuff. Oh boy, goody, you will still have some great treasures in the free guide that you will be very much thankful that you've heard. What is so valuable about this resource is that I've been told so many times from people who have read all the guides, I can't believe my doctor never told me about this. I'm going to ask my doctor about this. I'm going to tell my daughters about this, which is really great. It's just a tool. It's not a replacement for medical advice.
Perfect. And where can people get that?
So the description in this podcast, she's going to provide a link. It's $0 if you don't love it, get your money back, people, because it is so available anytime you can find this podcast. Make sure you share out to your best friend so she can also find the link to it as well.
Perfect. Yes, I will definitely put the link in the show notes. And if people have questions or they want to learn more, where can they connect with you?
Well, I would love to connect with you if you're someone who is wanting to discuss hormones and discuss all things women's health that deals with hormones. So selfcareuniversityok.com is my website. There is a messaging platform on there if you would love to reach out to me. And I just want to have an open and honest conversation without fear.
Awesome. And I will put all of those links too in the show notes so people can connect with you very easily. This was definitely an eye-opening conversation. I hope helpful to many people who didn't even realize that they are living in a world full of toxins. So thank you, Connie, for joining me today.
It has been such a pleasure, and I really hope that no one is still thinking about that underwear story. I hope that you all know that being a woman, I mean, we're going to go through some bumps in the road in parenthood, in motherhood, in adulthood. Just enjoy the journey, okay? Enjoy the journey. It's going to be great. Find your besties as your support, but not as your information compass, okay? That's what your medical providers are for. And thank you so much for this opportunity.
Amazing. And you are absolutely right. So everyone have a great day, and you will hear from me next week.
Are you struggling to be the best mom you can be? Are you fatigued, overwhelmed, and stressed out? Are you losing precious time with your family because of PMS? If so, sign up for my free gift on how to start living in tune with your monthly cycle. The link to get it is in the show notes below. Use this guide to help you start to eliminate your symptoms of PMS, increase your energy, reduce stress, and fully enjoy this incredible mom life. The way I see it, you have 3 choices. You can try to figure it all out on your own. You can do nothing and stay where you are, or you can get the customized guidance you need to thrive as a mom. The choice is yours. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I hope you learned something from these stories. If you enjoyed this show, please make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast. It really helps this show grow. If you have a mom story you would like to share, click on the link in the description below on becoming a podcast guest. Remember, the content on this podcast is for general information only. It does not replace any medical advice given by your healthcare providers. Please check with your doctor if you have any questions about your specific condition and before starting any new diet or exercise regimen. Thank you, and you will hear from me soon.